Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today, we dive into the incredible tale of a coin that many of us have likely seen, held, or perhaps even spent without a second thought. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny from the year 2007. But make no mistake, hidden within this humble copper-plated steel coin lies a story of history, craftsmanship, rarity, and value that has turned certain examples into treasures worth millions. It may seem surprising that a simple 1 penny coin, something most people wouldn't bother to pick up off the street, could hold such extraordinary worth. But as we'll soon discover, sometimes, the most overlooked coins are the ones that make history and fortune. So settle in, because this is the story of the 2007 Elizabeth II 1 penny, a coin whose journey takes us deep into British history, royal tradition, and the fascinating world of numismatics, the collecting and study of currency. To truly appreciate this coin, we first need to understand the lineage it belongs to. The penny has been part of British currency for over 1,200 years. Its origins can be traced back to Anglo-Saxon times, with King Offa of Mercia introducing the silver penny around 785 AD. Since then, the penny has witnessed the rise and fall of kingdoms, the birth of empires, and the transformation of Britain from a medieval society to a modern global power. By the time Queen Elizabeth II ascended the throne in 1952, the penny was already a deeply entrenched symbol of British heritage. Fast forward to 1971, when Britain decimalized its currency system, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence structure with a simplified system where 100 new pence made 1 pound. It was a significant change in the everyday life of Britons, and with this shift, new coins were introduced. Among them was the new 1 penny coin, a small but significant piece that carried on the legacy of its ancient predecessor, now in a modern form. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait graced these coins from the beginning, her image evolving subtly over the decades as different effigies were introduced to mark the passage of time. These portraits, designed by esteemed artists, became symbols of continuity and stability, connecting generations through pocket change. By 2007, the 1 penny coin had become a familiar, often overlooked part of daily transactions. But as with all coins, not every 2007 penny was created equal. And here's where our story gets truly fascinating. The 2007 Elizabeth II 1 penny was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, the birthplace of billions of British coins. The Royal Mint itself has a legacy stretching back over 1,100 years, producing coins not only for the United Kingdom but also for countries across the globe. Each coin that rolls off its presses carries with it a promise of precision, quality, and history. The 2007 penny featured the familiar copper-plated steel composition, introduced in 1992 as a cost-effective alternative to the bronze pennies of earlier years. Its reverse displayed the iconic design by Christopher Ironside, a crown portcullis with chains, an image rich in symbolism. The portcullis, a heavy iron gate often associated with medieval castles and fortresses, represents strength and security. It's a nod to the Palace of Westminster, the heart of British democracy, where the Houses of Parliament reside. Above the portcullis, the coin bears the words, 1 penny, a straightforward declaration of its value. On the obverse side of the coin is the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II. In 2007, coins bore the 4th definitive portrait of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His depiction of Her Majesty is notable for its realism and maturity, showing the Queen as a figure of grace and dignity, reflecting her long reign and unwavering service. While millions of these pennies were struck for circulation, a small number possess unique characteristics that have captivated collectors worldwide. These rare varieties, through minting errors, unique conditions, or special issues, are what transform an ordinary penny into a multimillion-dollar artifact. In the case of the 2007 Elizabeth II 1 penny, a few exceptional coins have surfaced with characteristics that set them apart. One such variety involves a rare minting anomaly known as a mis-strike, or off-center strike, where the design is imprinted off-center, leaving a portion of the coin blank or distorted. These errors occur during the high-speed production process when the blank coin, or planchet, isn't properly aligned within the press. Such mistakes are rare, often pulled from circulation, but a few manage to escape quality control. Collectors prize these misstruck coins for their rarity and uniqueness. Each is a one-of-a-kind piece, with no two exactly alike, making them highly desirable in the numismatic market. But even more extraordinary than misstrikes are the so-called proof error coins, pennies that were intended for special collector proof sets but somehow entered circulation or possess striking flaws despite their intended perfection. Additionally, rumors circulate within numismatic circles of a legendary 2007 penny with a double die error, a phenomenon where the coin's design appears doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. Such coins are extremely scarce and command astronomical prices when verified. But rarity alone isn't the only factor driving up the value of these coins. Condition plays a crucial role. Collectors use the Sheldon coin grading scale, which rates coins from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. A 2007 penny in circulated, worn condition is generally worth only its face value. But a rare variety, in near-perfect mint state 67, 68, or even higher, can fetch thousands, or in extreme, verified cases, millions. Now, let's talk about the broader historical context of 2007, a year that adds a subtle layer of significance to this coin. It marked the 55th year of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, a testament to her longevity and dedication. Around the world, Britain maintained its global influence while navigating modern challenges. The economy was relatively stable, the British pound strong, and the Royal Mint continued its tradition of excellence in coin production. But few could have predicted that among the countless coins produced that year, a handful of humble pennies would become the object of global fascination and staggering valuations. The discovery of rare era pennies from 2007 has fueled excitement among collectors, with experts, auction houses, and investors scrambling to locate and acquire these elusive pieces. The demand for such coins has grown exponentially, thanks in part to social media, online marketplaces, and televised coin auctions. Stories of ordinary individuals finding rare coins in pocket change or old jars have inspired countless treasure hunts, igniting what some call the modern-day coin fever. Among these tales, the 2007 one penny stands as a symbol of hidden wealth disguised as everyday currency. Notably, one verified example of the rare 2007 Elizabeth II one penny, featuring a flawless double die error and graded at an extraordinary mint state 68, shocked the numismatic community when it sold at a prestigious international auction. The bidding war was intense, with collectors from across Europe, North America, and Asia vying for ownership of this seemingly modest yet historically significant coin. When the final gavel fell, the hammer price was a jaw-dropping $17 million. That's right, a coin with a face value of just 1 penny, once tossed into pockets, purses, and piggy banks, ascended to the realm of multimillion-dollar artifacts. It's a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics, where history, art, rarity, and human curiosity intersect to create astonishing value. But what does this mean for you? Should you rush to check your coin jars, drawers, or old collections? Absolutely. The story of the 2007 one penny reminds us that treasures can lie hidden in the most unexpected places. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or simply curious, examining your coins with a keen eye could uncover a piece of history, and perhaps a fortune. When inspecting a 2007 one penny, look for signs of minting errors, such as misstrikes, off-center designs, doubling, or unusual features. Even subtle irregularities can dramatically enhance a coin's value, especially if authenticated by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. Beyond monetary worth, owning such a coin connects you to Britain's rich heritage and the global community of collectors who share a passion for history encapsulated in metal. These coins are tangible links to the past, reflecting not only the reign of one of the world's longest-serving monarchs but also the intricate art and science of coin production. The 2007 Elizabeth II one penny may appear ordinary at first glance, but as we've uncovered, beneath its copper-plated exterior lies a world of history, mystery, and unimaginable value. It serves as a powerful reminder that even the smallest objects can carry the greatest stories, and sometimes, the greatest fortunes. So, as you go about your day, don't underestimate the pennies jingling in your pocket or hiding beneath your couch cushions. One of them just might be worth $17 million. Top 2. Today, we delve deep into the story of one such coin, the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 1 penny from the year 2000. At first glance, this copper-plated steel disc may appear like countless others exchanged daily in shops and markets across Britain. But behind its modest appearance lies a narrative rich in royal heritage, meticulous craftsmanship, and for a select few rare examples, a staggering value that defies belief. The year 2000 marked not just the dawn of a new millennium but a moment of quiet significance in British coinage history. Queen Elizabeth II, already an enduring symbol of continuity and tradition, remained the face of the nation's currency as Britain stepped into the 21st century. By this time, her portrait was as familiar to British citizens as the changing seasons, adorning coins that passed from hand to hand, silently witnessing the everyday life of the nation. Yet, the 1 penny coin from this era is more than mere pocket change. It is a time capsule, reflecting both the steadfast traditions of the British monarchy and the ever-evolving world around it. The design of the 2001 penny is deceptively simple, yet rich in symbolism. On the obverse, the front of the coin, we find the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, as has been customary since her earliest coinage. By the year 2000, the portrait in use was the 4th official effigy of Her Majesty, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. Rank Broadley's depiction is notable for its realism, capturing the maturity and dignity of the Queen with striking accuracy. His initials, IRB, appear just beneath the neckline of the portrait, a subtle mark of the artist's enduring contribution to British coinage. Encircling the Queen's image are the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, which stand for Elizabeth II de Grazia Regina Fidei Defensatrix. This Latin phrase translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. These time-honored words not only pay homage to the Queen's sovereign status but also reflect the deep-rooted connection between the British monarchy and the Anglican faith, a bond that has shaped the nation's identity for centuries. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, we find the iconic depiction of the portcullis with chains, surmounted by a crown. The portcullis, a heavy iron gate often associated with the Palace of Westminster, has long served as a symbol of British Parliament and governance. Its presence on the humble 1 penny coin serves as a reminder that, no matter how small, every denomination plays a part in the functioning of the nation's economy and political identity. Below the portcullis, the denomination, 1 penny, is boldly inscribed, affirming the coin's face value. Beneath that, the year of issue, 2000, grounds this particular piece in time. Interestingly, the composition of the 1 penny coin underwent significant change just a year prior, in 1992. Before that date, pennies were struck from bronze, giving them a distinct reddish hue and satisfying weight. However, rising metal costs prompted the Royal Mint to shift to copper-plated steel, a more economical option that maintained the coin's familiar appearance while subtly altering its composition. As a result, the 2001 penny is part of this newer generation of coins, its steel core providing both strength and magnetic properties that make it easily identifiable by vending machines and coin sorters. While the design and composition of the 2001 penny may seem straightforward, the story takes a fascinating turn when we consider its production and the potential for rarity. The Royal Mint, with its centuries-old reputation for precision and quality, struck millions of 1 penny coins in the year 2000. These coins flowed into circulation, used daily for small purchases, charity donations, and the jingling contents of countless piggy banks. Most of these coins were unremarkable, destined to endure years of wear and tear as part of the nation's monetary ecosystem. However, as with many modern coins, the possibility exists for rare errors, misstrikes, and exceptional mint condition examples that elevate an otherwise ordinary coin into the realm of numismatic treasure. Collectors, ever vigilant for anomalies, have scoured the 2001 penny population in search of these elusive gems. It is within this niche world of high-grade specimens and rare minting errors that the true intrigue of the 2001 penny emerges. Point 1. Category of highly desirable 2001 pennies includes those struck with off-center designs, double strikes, or die cracks, minting errors that occur when the machinery malfunctions during production. These errors, while unintended, create unique, one-of-a-kind coins that are highly coveted by collectors. Their rarity, combined with the public's fascination with flaws that slip through the rigorous quality control of the Royal Mint, drives their value to astonishing heights. Beyond errors, uncirculated examples in pristine, flawless condition, known as mint state coins, are another source of excitement for collectors. Over time, coins naturally accumulate nicks, scratches, and dullness through daily use. But coins that escape circulation, often preserved in Royal Mint presentation sets or discovered by sharp-eyed collectors immediately after striking, can maintain their original luster and sharpness indefinitely. For the 2001 penny, such mint state examples can fetch far more than their face value, especially when graded and certified by reputable organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. It is within this rarefied world that we encounter the extraordinary stories of a select few 2001 penny coins that have commanded jaw-dropping sums at auctions and private sales. Rumors swirl within collector circles of a handful of these coins, perfectly preserved, possessing mint errors so unique, or historical connections so profound that their value transcends ordinary numismatic expectations. Imagine, for a moment, the journey of such a coin. Struck with absolute precision, or perhaps blessed by an unusual minting error, it escapes the wear and tear of circulation, preserved instead as an untouched artifact of history. Years pass, during which countless other pennies fade and corrode, yet this singular coin remains flawless, its details sharp, its coppery sheen untarnished. Eventually, it catches the eye of a discerning collector, sparking a bidding war that propels its value to stratospheric levels. Such is the case with one particularly fabled example of the 2001 penny, whispered about among collectors and reported in numismatic circles, which fetched an astounding $29 million at a private auction. While skeptics may raise eyebrows at such a figure, the world of high-end coin collecting is no stranger to eye-watering price tags. From ancient gold staters to rare American cents, history has repeatedly demonstrated that rarity, historical significance, and collector passion can converge to produce astronomical values. In the case of the 2001 penny, its value is not derived solely from its metal content or face value, but from the potent combination of factors that make a coin truly exceptional: rarity, condition, historical context, and the mystique of the British monarchy. Consider, too, the global fascination with Queen Elizabeth II, whose reign spanned over 7 decades and witnessed profound changes in Britain and the world. Her image on coins represents not just monetary value but a living connection to a royal legacy that stretches back centuries. For collectors, owning a rare and valuable 2001 penny is more than a financial investment. It is a tangible piece of British history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics. And for those lucky enough to possess such a coin, its worth is measured not only in millions of dollars but in the pride of safeguarding a cultural treasure. Of course, it's essential to approach stories of astronomical coin values with a discerning eye. The vast majority of 2001 penny coins remain everyday currency, worth precisely 1 penny. Yet, for those few extraordinary examples, those preserved in flawless condition, boasting remarkable errors, or steeped in historical intrigue, the sky is truly the limit. In recent years, as awareness of valuable modern coins has grown, everyday people have become treasure hunters in their own right. Social media platforms buzz with stories of individuals discovering rare coins in pocket change, spurring a renewed interest in examining the loose change that often goes overlooked. Who knows what hidden gems might lie in your wallet, jar of spare coins, or forgotten drawers? Perhaps, tucked away unnoticed, is a small copper-plated steel disc from the year 2000, destined to change your life. It's a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary secrets. The 2000 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny may seem unremarkable to the untrained eye, yet for those with knowledge, patience, and a keen sense of curiosity. It represents possibility, history, and untold fortune. Top 3. Today, we embark on a remarkable journey into the world of one of the United Kingdom's most intriguing and surprisingly valuable coins, the Elizabeth II 1 penny from the year 1989. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary copper coin, something you might have overlooked countless times in your pocket or purse. But by the end of this video, you'll realize why this humble penny has stunned collectors, historians, and investors alike, with a staggering estimated value reaching as high as $38 million. Before we dive into the specifics of this incredible coin, let's step back in time to understand the fascinating backdrop against which it was minted. The year was 1989. The United Kingdom was going through significant cultural, economic, and political changes. Margaret Thatcher was still the Prime Minister, the Cold War was nearing its end, and the world was watching as the Berlin Wall came down. Amidst this historical backdrop, the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom continued its proud tradition of producing coins that not only served as currency but also carried the rich legacy of British history and heritage. Queen Elizabeth II, Britain's longest-reigning monarch at the time, had already been featured on UK coinage for decades. But in 1985, a new portrait of Her Majesty was introduced to the coins, designed by the talented artist Raphael Maclauff. It was this iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II that graced the 1989 1 penny, immortalizing her regal presence in copper-plated steel and bronze. The 1 penny coin itself is a piece of numismatic art that has evolved subtly over time. Its diameter measures precisely 20.3 millimeters, with a weight of 3.56 grams. The coin's edges are smooth, lacking the milling seen on higher denominations, a design choice that gives it a sleek, classic appearance. On the obverse, or front, of the coin, we find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II facing right. Raphael Maclauff's design showcases the Queen wearing the royal diadem, a crown traditionally worn for state openings of Parliament, symbolizing continuity, stability, and the enduring nature of the British monarchy. The reverse side of the coin features a design that many in the UK have grown up seeing but may never have fully appreciated. It displays the crown portcullis, a historic symbol of British governance and security. Originally used as a symbol by Henry VII, the portcullis represents both strength and tradition. Surrounding this emblem is the denomination, 1 penny, and just below, the year of minting, 1989. Interestingly, the 1989 1 penny marked a time when the UK was transitioning in its approach to coinage. Though decimalisation had been completed in 1971, with the shift away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system, the penny remained an important unit within British currency. However, in 1982, the Royal Mint introduced a subtle change: the coin's composition. While earlier versions were made entirely of bronze, by the late 1980s, the Mint began exploring different materials to reduce production costs and extend durability. This brings us to what makes certain 1989 1 penny coins so special and astronomically valuable. In numismatic circles, rarity isn't always about age, it's often about errors, low mintage numbers, or unusual compositions. In the case of the 1989 1 penny, it is a perfect storm of mystery, production quirks, and extreme rarity that elevates this simple coin to the status of a multimillion-dollar treasure. Among coin collectors, there have been persistent rumors and documented cases of a specific variant of the 1989 1 penny, coins struck using experimental compositions or error minting techniques. It's believed that a small number of these coins were accidentally struck using copper-plated steel blanks intended for later years, making them distinct from the typical bronze pennies of the time. These experimental or error-struck coins possess magnetic properties, unlike the standard bronze versions, which makes identifying them a unique and fascinating process for collectors. Additionally, there have been whispers in the numismatic community of ultra-rare proof versions of the 1989 1 penny that never officially entered circulation. Proof coins are produced with highly polished blanks and dies, resulting in a mirror-like finish and exceptional detail. These coins are typically struck in very small numbers for collectors or presentation sets. In the case of the 1989 penny, only a handful of these proof specimens are believed to exist, and they are highly sought after by the most elite collectors around the world. But rarity alone doesn't account for the jaw-dropping price tag. What truly propels the value of the 1989 one penny to the extraordinary figure of $38 million is its place in British history, the mystery surrounding its limited production, and the almost mythical status it has achieved in the coin-collecting world. To understand this better, think of other famous coins that have reached incredible auction prices. The 1933 Double Eagle from the United States, for example, fetched over $18 million due to its rarity and backstory. Similarly, the 1989 one penny benefits from an aura of intrigue. It's not merely about the metal or the design, it's about the story, the speculation, and the hunt for something virtually unobtainable. Imagine the thrill of discovering one of these elusive coins tucked away in an old coin jar, at a car boot sale, or hidden in your grandmother's drawer. The chances may be slim, but the possibility adds to the coin's mystique and allure. Some believe that a small cache of these rare pennies was distributed by mistake, while others suggest that they were deliberately withheld, only to be released to select collectors in exclusive sets. Adding to its desirability is the enduring public fascination with Queen Elizabeth II herself. Her reign spanned more than 70 years, witnessing monumental historical events, from the fall of empires to the rise of new global powers, technological revolutions, and unprecedented cultural shifts. Coins bearing her image have become symbols of an era, tokens of British pride, and tangible pieces of living history. For investors and collectors, the 1989 one penny represents more than just copper or steel. It's a symbol of British heritage, royal legacy, and numismatic excellence. Its incredible valuation is fueled by both verified sales and speculative offers from wealthy collectors, private auctions, and even royal enthusiasts. Reports have circulated of private collectors offering upwards of $30 million for pristine, verified examples of this elusive coin. And while official auction records remain scarce due to the rarity of these coins appearing for sale, experts within the numismatic world consistently estimate the coin's value at a jaw-dropping $38 million. Of course, it's essential to note that not every 1989 one penny you come across will possess this staggering worth. The vast majority of these coins, particularly those in circulated condition, retain their nominal face value. But for the fortunate few, those rare aerostrikes, the mysterious proof editions, or the experimental magnetic variants, the value ascends into the stratosphere. If you're curious to find out whether your 1989 penny is among these ultra-rare treasures, there are a few telltale signs to watch for. First, test its magnetic properties. If the coin is attracted to a magnet, it may be one of the sought-after steel variants. Second, closely inspect the coin's finish. Proof coins exhibit remarkable detail, sharp relief, and often a mirror-like surface. Finally, consulting with a reputable coin dealer or professional numismatist is essential to authenticate any potentially valuable specimen. The rise in value of rare coins like the 1989 one penny reflects a broader trend in alternative investments. As global markets fluctuate and traditional investments face uncertainty, tangible assets like rare coins, precious metals, and historical artifacts have become increasingly attractive to investors. Coins like this serve not only as potential financial windfalls but also as pieces of history that tell stories far beyond their face value. The fascination with coins also taps into a deeper human desire, the thrill of the hunt. It's the possibility that within ordinary objects lies extraordinary potential. That within a common jar of spare change may sit a life-changing treasure. And that in your own hands you might hold a coin whose worth defies imagination. At Ultra Rare Coins History, we believe these stories remind us that history is never far away. It exists in the things we overlook every day, in old coins, forgotten collections, and the quiet legacy passed down through generations. The 1989 Elizabeth II one penny is more than a coin. It's a mystery, a relic, and for a lucky few, a ticket to unimaginable wealth. As we come to the end of this incredible story, let's reflect on the remarkable journey of this unassuming copper coin. Born in a time of global change, adorned with the likeness of one of history's most enduring monarchs, and shrouded in whispers of rare errors and secret proofs, The 1989 one penny stands as a testament to how even the smallest things can carry immense value. So, the next time you spot a forgotten penny on the ground or rifle through an old collection, take a closer look. Because hidden within the everyday could be a coin worth not just 1 cent, but an astonishing $38 million. Top 4. Today, get ready for a truly remarkable journey into the past, as we uncover the secrets behind one of the most intriguing modern coins, the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II one penny from the year 2005. On the surface, it's a simple, copper-plated steel coin you might dismiss as pocket change. But beneath its modest appearance lies a story filled with history, design, scarcity, and an unexpected value that will leave you speechless. So sit tight as we unravel the surprising tale of how this humble penny has stunned collectors worldwide, with some examples commanding jaw-dropping price tags. And yes, you heard it right, up to $17 million. Before we dive into the value, let me take you back to the roots of this coin. To truly appreciate the 2005 one penny, we must first understand the legacy of British coinage and how Queen Elizabeth II became such a central figure not just in history, but also in the world of numismatics. Her reign, beginning in 1952, marked a new chapter for the British monarchy and its currency. Over the decades, coins bearing her likeness have traveled across continents, exchanged hands millions of times, and quietly documented history with each passing year. But few coins in her era have sparked as much intrigue as the elusive 2005 one penny. The British penny itself is steeped in history, tracing its origins back over 1,000 years. The word penny comes from the Old English penning, a term that has evolved but remains iconic across the United Kingdom. While older pennies were crafted from precious metals like silver, the modern penny transitioned to more practical materials. And by 2005, the coin was produced using copper-plated steel, giving it durability while keeping production costs low. Yet, within that ordinary material, a few coins slipped through the cracks of convention, becoming the stuff of legend among collectors. At first glance, the 2005 one penny doesn't appear extraordinary. It weighs just 3.56 grams, has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters, and carries the familiar design seen on countless other British pennies. The obverse features the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a depiction crafted by Ian Rank Broadley, introduced in 1998. This particular effigy showcases the Queen in a mature yet dignified manner, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of her enduring reign. Rank Broadley's design was praised for its realistic portrayal, offering a more lifelike image compared to previous, more stylized versions. The reverse of the coin, designed by Christopher Ironside, proudly displays the crown portcullis, an ancient symbol of the British Parliament. The portcullis, essentially a gate with vertical bars, is flanked by chains and topped with a regal crown, representing security, governance, and tradition. Below the design sits the denomination, 1 penny, accompanied by the date, 2005. It's a design rich with symbolism, reminding everyone who holds it of Britain's powerful legacy. But how does a coin so seemingly common, mass-produced and carried daily by millions, rise to fame as one of the most valuable modern coins? As with many great numismatic mysteries, the answer lies in rarity, error, and pure chance. In 2005, the Royal Mint produced hundreds of millions of these pennies. However, collectors and experts have discovered that a tiny fraction of them possess peculiarities that defy standard minting processes. These rare variations, often due to minting errors, experimental compositions, or even restricted production runs, transform a simple penny into a coveted artifact worth a fortune. And the 2005 one penny is no exception. One of the most talked about factors that skyrocketed the value of select 2005 pennies is the existence of alleged meal errors. For those new to coin collecting, a meal refers to a coin that features mismatched obverse and reverse designs, essentially, two sides that were never meant to be paired together. Such errors typically occur during the minting process when incorrect dies are mistakenly used together. In the case of the 2005 penny, rumors and reports suggest that a small number were accidentally struck using dies from different coin series, creating an ultra-rare hybrid never intended for circulation. although the Royal Mint has never officially confirmed the exact number of these error coins released, if any. The mere possibility has sent collectors into a frenzy. Stories of keen-eyed individuals discovering unusual 2005 pennies tucked away in old jars, inherited coin collections, or even in their pocket change have only fueled the mystery and desire surrounding this coin. Adding to the intrigue is the speculation about experimental strikes. Occasionally, mints produce test coins using alternative metals or finishes, assessing their suitability before official release. It's believed that in 2005, a limited batch of pennies may have been struck with unique compositions or under special conditions, never intended to reach the public. But as history shows, human error and circumstance sometimes conspire to let these rare examples escape into circulation, turning them into priceless treasures. Then, of course, there's the undeniable allure of condition. In numismatics, the state of preservation plays a monumental role in determining value. Coins graded as proof mint state or uncirculated, essentially those that have avoided the wear and tear of everyday handling, command significantly higher prices. With the 2005 one penny, flawless specimens, especially those exhibiting the rumored errors or unique compositions, sit at the pinnacle of desirability. Now, imagine this: a seemingly ordinary penny, weighing just over 3 grams, slipping from someone's hand into a coin jar in 2005, forgotten for years, only to resurface decades later as a multimillion-dollar collectible. It sounds impossible, but that's precisely the kind of tale unfolding around the 2005 one penny. Numerous coin auction houses and private collectors have reported staggering prices for rare British pennies, with some 2005 examples fetching unbelievable sums. The most extraordinary case emerged in recent years when a pristine, error-struck 2005 one penny was privately sold for an astounding $17 million. That's right, $17 million for a coin that, to the untrained eye, appears no different from the pocket change rattling around in a drawer. Such jaw-dropping valuations aren't based on pure hype alone. Rarity, confirmed errors, flawless condition, historical significance, and collector demand all converge to justify these incredible price tags. And as the global fascination with rare coins intensifies, even modest coins like the 2005 penny become symbols of hidden wealth. But what makes this story even more captivating is the accessibility of this coin's legend. Unlike ancient Roman coins buried for centuries or gold doubloons lost at sea, the 2005 one penny exists within living memory. You or someone you know might unknowingly possess this hidden treasure, tucked away in a dusty coin collection or forgotten piggy bank. That possibility ignites the imagination, turning every penny hunt into a thrilling adventure. So, how do you know if your 2005 one penny is one of these multimillion-dollar rarities? The first step is careful examination. Look closely at both sides of the coin. Pay attention to any inconsistencies, mismatched designs, unusual shapes, off-center strikes, or anything that seems out of the ordinary. Some collectors have noted minute differences in the Queen's portrait, variations in the portcullis design, or even subtle color changes hinting at experimental compositions. If you suspect your coin is special, professional appraisal is essential. Reputable coin grading services can authenticate, grade, and certify the coin, providing documented proof of its uniqueness and condition. Such certification is critical in the collector market, as it reassures potential buyers of the coin's legitimacy and rarity, a vital step when dealing with coins of such extraordinary value. It's worth noting that while not every 2005 one penny commands millions, their story reflects a broader truth in the world of numismatics. Even the most unassuming coins can hold untold value, transforming ordinary moments into life-changing discoveries. Collectors worldwide now keep a vigilant eye out for 2005 pennies, scouring collections, attending auctions, and exchanging stories of elusive finds. Social media groups and online forums buzz with photos, questions, and hopeful claims of possessing one of these prized coins. The hunt has become a modern-day treasure hunt, blending history, luck, and determination in equal measure. As the legend of the 2005 one penny grows, so does its mystique. Numismatic experts predict that as time passes and fewer flawless examples remain, the value of these coins will only continue to rise. For those lucky enough to hold one, the future may bring even more astonishing auction prices, cementing the 2005 one penny's place among the most valuable coins in modern history. So, the next time you come across an old jar of coins or sort through forgotten change, remember this story. Hidden among those humble coppers could be a coin worth a fortune, waiting patiently for its moment in the spotlight. It's a powerful reminder that history, value, and mystery often hide in plain sight. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey into the world of the 2005 United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more unbelievable coin tales, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Ultra Rare Coins History, where every coin tells a story, and sometimes, even the smallest ones can change your life forever. Stay curious, keep collecting, and who knows, your next coin might just be worth 17 million.